Hello everyone, and for today's video I have a full Yamcha moveset theme suggestion. This moveset was suggested by DatGoon305, so if you have any moveset suggestions that you want me to do in future videos, make sure you leave a comment and the most interesting ones will be featured in future videos. So for this moveset I have Fake Death, Neo Wolfang Fist, Kamehameha, Rise to Action. For my ultimates I have Spirit Ball of course, and the Full Blast Energy Volley, and for my evasive I have just the regular Explosive Wave. I decided to add Kaioken as my transformation because Yamcha actually has Kaioken in Xenoverse 1 but not in Xenoverse 2. Now I'm not sure if DatGoon suggested this moveset because it's Yamcha and of course he's a weak character, but the thing is this is actually a fairly decent moveset. Having Explosive Wave as my evasive, well I mean it does the job I suppose. It's not the most interesting evasive attack in the game, but again it's something that, well, it's going to get you out of danger. Kaioken can be useful in certain situations. It doesn't grant you infinite stamina in Xenoverse 2 when you try to use an evasive, but it's an option there in case you need it for whatever reason. You've got Rise to Action, which you basically need if you're going to run a Kaioken times 20 setup. I don't think I used that in this video, so that went kind of a waste. You've got Spirit Ball, which is Yamcha's signature attack. It's extremely hard to perfect block every single attack from Spirit Ball in Xenoverse 2, so that's definitely going to do some damage. Full Power Energy Blast Volley is a very, I mean, if you look at it, it's a boring attack, but I mean, if you kick your opponent back with the triangle and circle kick, then immediately use this, they're going to take a lot of damage. Kamehameha, much like the Full Power Energy Blast Volley, it's a boring super attack, but it's very useful and very reliable. Fake Death, which is very useful if you use it after you or your opponent vanishes and you can just immediately counter them. Again, it's something that's very useful that you wouldn't necessarily expect. And finally, Neo Wolfang Fist. I'm debating if I like this attack or not because it's basically a copy and paste version of Meteor Crash. But apart from that, I mean, I do think this is a fairly solid moveset. And here you can see that these are the stats that I used for this video. So going into the first fight, the guy I'm fighting has ×4 Kaioken Kamehameha and Reverse Mabiku Senko as his two ultimate attacks. So I really do need to be careful about that. So I sent him flying and tried to hit him with the basic Rush Volley, but he cancels it out just in time. And it kind of glitches here, and this has happened to me a few times before, so instead of him hitting me there, I went for the homing dash so I could hit him instead. Now I know he's going to vanish there, so I predicted it and hit him, and I thought he was going to vanish there as well, but of course he doesn't. And I can't really read this guy that well because he would vanish after just a few hits before, and now he's not vanishing at all for the most part. So I hit him with the Neo Wolfang Fist, and I decided not to continue it because I want to save my key so I can hit him with the Full Blast Energy Volley after I do a stamina reset. So when I was doing that, there's nothing really he could do, and I could pretty much recover a lot of my stamina. Now he turns Super Saiyan 3, and I'm not really worried because I've got a full bar of stamina. He dashes into me and tries to go for the Reverse Mabiku Senko. Then after this clash, he went for a second Reverse Mabiku Senko, and that completely failed again. So now he's just wasted 6 bars of ki. And now we're just going to several clashes because we keep trying to hit each other. So now I go for the Fake Death, but he hits me out of it, I think. Then I went for a second Fake Death, and now I can get him a small combo. And I think he's going to vanish when he gets 2 bars of ki there, because of course he will. I had a feeling he would vanish when he had 2 bars of stamina because I was doing a fairly decent combo on him. Then he counters my counter by doing a Reverse Mabiku Senko, and that time he actually did hit, so that was a very good play on his end. But now I do want to finish the match, and you just saw I hit him with the Full Power Energy Volley Ultimate, and then I follow that up with a Spirit Ball, and that's going to be enough to put him away. And why he didn't use his evasive there when he had almost full stamina, I will never know. Going into the second fight, this guy was a bit weird because he played extremely defensively, but he didn't really have any offense and he was getting quite a few perfect blocks off. So of course he picked Super Saiyan Blue Goku and I picked the Lookout. At this point I'm just trying to fill him out, see if he's got any patterns, and he's getting a few perfect blocks off if you just watch there. So I go for the Fake Death, but he counters it and gets me in the Dragon Throw, and then he goes for the Burst Kamehameha, and I don't know why, because after you get hit by the Dragon Throw you immediately start to descend, so using a beam attack at that point is extremely useless because you're just going to be wasting ki. Now here comes a very critical moment in the fight because here I noticed that he would vanish after every 2 hits. So it makes sense to me to think that going forward from here, he'll vanish after I do a small combo on him, so that's going to be something that will help me win this fight. Right there, my point was proven. He vanished after being hit just 4 times, but he did block them, but he still decided to vanish. So then I countered it, broke his guard, then hit him with the Neo Wolfang Fist. So as I'm finishing off the combo on him before his stamina regenerates, I actually lose him there and he falls down. And then he goes for the burst Kamehameha, which, I mean, I've done this a few times, but using it that far away isn't going to do anything for you. And there he goes for the super Kamehameha, so I go for the homing dash to break his guard, then hit him with another Neo Wolfang Fist. They continue the combo by doing another homing dash, which really probably I shouldn't have done that because I just used a lot of stamina, but I get him in a normal combo. I expected him to vanish there, and I just wanted to see what would happen if I used fake death, and you just saw nothing really happened. As we're exiting this clash, he just decides to block, which I'm thinking, what? Like, what are you doing that for? Like, if I saw that sooner and really reacted faster to it, I could have broken his guard there. But instead I went for the full Power Energy Volley ultimate. I'm very confident in when he's going to vanish, and you just saw there I broke his guard again. So I get him in the basic light combo, sent him back, and of course the combo doesn't fully connect. But I was already charging up the Energy Rush Ki Blast, but it doesn't really hit, and I lock off because he's just that far away, and I think all of that Energy Volley completely missed them. So here I'm just waiting to see what he was going to do because I don't need to pursue him at this point. I have way more health than he does. I must have misclicked here because I went for the stamina break while he was guarding, which that's just not going to work, and he capitalizes on that and goes for another throw. I wanted to try and perfect block him there when he went to dash into me, but I was just too slow. And now here he does a fairly decent combo on me and gets me down to pretty low health compared to what I had before, and that must be for 2 reasons. Firstly, the Zenkai boost that all Saiyan characters get when their health starts flashing red, and because Super Saiyan Blue Goku is just a very strong character in general. So to finish off the match, I do start playing seriously because the time is about to run out and I have no stamina, so I do need to wrap things up, so I finish him off with a basic Kamehameha. In the next fight I'm fighting someone completely different, but he also picked Super Saiyan Blue Goku, which I thought was a bit funny. He vanishes twice almost straight away after being hit, so that's something I'm going to keep in mind. He also went for the homing dash there, which may have been a misclick, but just look at our stamina bars. Like, I have a huge advantage right now, and you may have just saw it if you rewind it, but he actually used his evasive there, so unless he was going for a stamina reset and failed miserably, who knows. And surprisingly, the basic light combo fully hits there, which I've never seen that happen online before. So then I'm able to continue the combo by doing the basic rush volley, and it fully hits him. And right there again he went for a second evasive, which why would you use it there? But then we go into 2 clashes, and after the second clash I go for my full Power Energy Blast Volley ultimate. So then he returns the favour by trying to hit me with the Warp Kamehameha. I did try to perfect block it there, but it may have been more useful for him to use the Super Kamehameha. This guy has to be new. I mean, he's using evasives whenever he wants, and he's trying to go for the homing dash over and over again. But I do have to say, I get him in a very nice combo there, and send him flying and finish it off with the full Power Energy Blast Volley ultimate. And right there he went for another evasive at the very end of the attack. I do feel bad showing this fight because the guy is obviously new and has no idea what he's doing, but if this helps you out by showing you guys how to use your stamina and when to not use it, then I suppose it works out. So there I broke his guard, and I did want to finish him off by using the Neo Wolfang Fist, and I think he would have if I had just one more bar of ki, but before he gets the chance to regenerate his stamina, I have more than enough time to finish him off, and that's going to be the game. Thank you guys for watching so far. There's one more fight, and with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video.